We are watching a video. I recently bought a self-cleaning litter box, but it's from like the legit litter box company. It's called Kitty. Oh, sorry. I keep spazzing out. Litter Robot. Those are very nice. I love my cat very much, but sometimes he leaves big stinky shits, and my dog loves to eat cat shit, so it would be really nice if it could like hide the cat shit. Yeah. Yeah, he leaves me gifts and they smell really bad. There's one on Amazon, some sellers name this crap Litter Robot too. It's not Litter Robot, they're knockoffs. So we're gonna watch this video. It hits very close to home. I love my cat very much. So I hope we can learn and we can alert other people. What's the genuine brand? It's called Litter Robot. Why do you need a self-cleaning litter box if you can have a dog that takes care of it? Because he starts having diarrhea and throws up after eating it.
What is it?
Oh, they're so cute.
I've been using self-cleaning / automatic litter boxes since 2015, and I've been reviewing them on this channel since 2020. My first one, the Cat Genie, wasn't used much by my cats, but the Litter Robot 3, which I bought in 2018, was.
This is the brand that's the first one that ever came around, and they're their official version. That's the one I bought it from. That's the proper version.
Big hit with my 5 cats at the time, hence the name of the channel. Some people criticize cat owners who use them as lazy, just to make things easier for them, rather than actually better for their cats. And I strongly disagree with this. Thanks to them, my cats always have a clean litter bed to use. I've got 7 cats now, and they use.
This is why it really pisses me off. We're like, oh my god, you're just sitting at home streaming all day. Hey, dipshit. I stream 4 to 5 hours a day, and I'm editing most of the fucking time when I'm at my computer. Of course I can't clean my litter box as soon as he takes a shit. My dog also loves to eat cat shit, so I need to supervise it all the time. It's very annoying. I have to like build boxes around it and stuff. Yeah, how do I clean the litter box when I'm streaming? I can't. I'm working.
These 2 Litter Robot 4s. Unless you work from home or
you can hear the piss, it's so loud.
Every day, it's impossible to keep manual boxes clean for them when you're not home. Even with multiple boxes. Well, I suppose if you had like 10, maybe you could do that. Cats don't want to use dirty boxes, and these machines mean they don't have to anymore. Over the last 4 years, I've tested
these are such cute cats too. Look at them.
More than 20 different machines across 5 videos. Most of them haven't really been great and have had numerous issues, urine leaks being the most common problem. In fact, I've only really recommended a handful of different machines across the videos, and some of those have caveats. The thing that I talk about in every review, the most important factor for any self-cleaning automatic litter box is
Litter Robot safe, nice!
Safety. If there's any risk to my cats, I will.
I thought about getting the Pet Snowy one too. I thought about it.
Not use them, no matter how good the rest of it is. Of those 20 plus machines, I've only encountered 2 that I don't consider 100% safe. One of them actually states in the instruction manual that you shouldn't use it unsupervised, which is pretty.
But that defeats the whole point of a automatic litter box. What the fuck? That's so fucking dumb!
Pretty ridiculous, as that defeats the purpose of it. At the end of July, there were a couple of posts in my self-cleaning litter box discussion group, which shared a video on TikTok from a lady called Carly J, who described how her automatic litter box killed her cat.
Oh.
A beautiful 1-year-old Siamese girl called Moshi.
Yesterday morning. morning, we woke up, me and my 2-year-old daughter, and I went to find my cat, and she was hanging from her litter box. It had closed on her neck, and her body was hanging out, and there was...
Oh my god, I would legit die. I would die.
Red stuff all over, like everywhere. And she was gone.
She didn't say what machine it was, but she did clarify in the follow-up video that it wasn't an actual litter robot, but something she had bought off of Amazon. She didn't...
Yeah, not a lot of them are great, man. It's really sad, dude.
Name it in this video either, but she did in the comments. Her videos started to go viral, but then just a few days after they were uploaded, they were gone. So I started to investigate. I needed to know if this was real and if potentially deadly machines were being sold. I'd already found the one that she named on Amazon a few days earlier, sold under the brand AmsToy. Astonishingly, they even called it Litter Robot.
See, this is horrible, by the way. Hold on, let me do some investigation. 1 second. Litter Robot. Is it the same logo? Oh my god, they can sue! Chat, they can sue them! Look! This is the Litter Robot. This is the website that I bought mine from. They use a very similar logo, and it makes them look like they are they're not condoning, they're endorsing this. This is terrible. This is misleading.
By AmsToy, using Whisker's Litter Robot
shit.
font. This is absolutely not a litter robot, and it shows just how dodgy this company is. In the review section, there was a photo of one covered in blood, stating that it had killed their cat. It wasn't under her name, but it had to be her machine. But after the TikTok videos were removed, that review no longer had the photo on it and was now positive. Then a few days later, the entire listing for the AmsToy was gone. There are also a lot of very similar looking machines and different names on Amazon and Wayfair in the US, not just under the AMS.
Wayfair is such a scummy, like a scummy furniture store. I've never bought from them. I've heard some horrible things about them.
Toy name. After looking at the photos and videos of them, I saw a potential danger. So I had to buy one to see for myself. As Amazon and Wayfair in the UK don't sell any of them, I had to buy it from AliExpress, which I strongly recommend never doing. But I had no choice. It cost me
It's so cheap too. Like, I would never trust something that's that cheap, man.
£165 and £80 for shipping.
Alright,
4 weeks
show
later,
it to me.
it arrived. It had no brand on it, and they didn't actually send me the one I ordered, which was identical to the AmsToy version, minus the ears. But what I received
Oh my god.
was still the same fundamental design, just with a bigger waste bin and no ears. It's one of the countless generic machines which are generally bought in bulk and branded by a random company. That's why you see so many identical ones online with different names. I immediately started testing it straight out the box, as shipped, and had my fears confirmed.
Oh my god, it doesn't stop! It doesn't let go! That's the motor, man!
I don't even know how I'm supposed to free.
Yeah, you just killed the cat, man. It's literally guillotine. It's not even a guillotine. It's like a choking mechanism. A guillotine would be cleaner, man.
The thing that makes this machine dangerous is that the opening for the entrance is a single piece of plastic which is attached to the base. Now this
And the Litter Robot, both the Litter Robot 3 and 4, even before that, they never close. They just tumble like a cycle. Like, the cat can get out at least if something happens.
is fine for a machine that rotates on the
See?
x-axis. but this rotates on the y-axis, so as it cycles, the opening closes. Because that piece of plastic opening is attached to the base and not split in two, if a cat gets caught in it, then there's no escape.
Even the cat's like, what the fuck?
If the opening was split in two with the top part attached to the top section of the machine, like the Furbulus, for example, then if a cat somehow got caught in it, then the top would lift off and the cat could escape. I say somehow because it shouldn't get this far, as these...
Yeah, it should stop immediately, man. Like, what the fuck? Or at least, like, why is this even designed like this? What the hell?
Machines have safety features which are designed to stop a cleaning cycle, stop the rotation.
As soon as the cat gets in, like, see how the cat got near it and it immediately stopped.
If it detects a cat.
It's
the
not
vast
even
majority of machines that rotate on the y-axis during a cleaning cycle don't have a top, so there is no opening to close off. The machine that I bought does indeed have 3 safety features. There's the weight sensors, an infrared sensor on the front entrance that will pause the machine if a cat gets close to it, or
anti-pinch protection. yeah, totally.
Enters it. The third safety measure is the pinch detector, and this is very important. What it does, if during the rotation it detects resistance, then it's supposed to stop and move back.
See, nothing happened though, man. Oh, it even sends a notification to your phone. Litter robot forest temporarily paused because a potential pinch condition was detected. Please check litter robot for kitchen white. So if you have multiple, it even tells you where it happened. That's useful.
During these initial tests, I found that whilst the sensors would pause the cycling if the weight and or infrared sensors were triggered, this was only for a few seconds. Here, I'm pressing down, putting my weight on it, and covering the infrared sensor. Both indeed pause the cycling, briefly. It should not resume like this. If a cat put its paws on the front and peered in, it should wait until those triggered sensors were cleared. Instead, it just pauses briefly and resumes.
And then keeps going,
making both sensors redundant.
Now the pinch detector should, getting a sense of
This is such bad engineering. Who thought of this?
resistance from here and reversing, but it doesn't. It carries on.
Ow! Look at how he's pinching his hand. Oh, he's got big forearms too.
That really hurts.
That really hurt his hand.
You can see in my hand the marks.
Yeah, that's no joke, dude. That's gonna kill a cat, man.
I was able to free myself, but that really hurts.
The inside rim of the plastic opening is actually quite sharp too, so that combined with the force and the 3 safety measures all failing to do their job made this machine incredibly dangerous.
No, not the banana. Ah! Oh my god, dude!
Once I had finished these initial tests, I connected it to the Tuya Smart app to see if there were any firmware updates, and yeah, there was one. So I installed it, and amazingly, the sensor started to work properly, including the pinch detector. So were all my tests a complete waste of time, and its design safe? Well, no. My machine was sent to me without the new firmware, and there was nowhere.
That is actually such a bad thing too, yeah. Not having the proper firmware, like what?
And in documentation of the manual, and no message from the seller to tell me to make sure that I keep the firmware up to date and to keep checking through the app. In fact, the manual didn't have any safety instructions whatsoever. Didn't even say that there is a minimum weight before you should turn on
Oh my god.
automatic cycling. To put your own branding on a generic machine, you generally need to buy a minimum of 1,000 units, with at least a dozen machines sold under different names of similar designs, including the Amstroy.
Not
that
the
means there's
baguette.
tens of thousands of these potential death traps out there, maybe even more, and with a lot of them already being used in people's homes. From my experience in my Facebook group, I know that many people don't bother with apps, which means if they have one of these, then they won't have the safer firmware. Are the sellers on Amazon, Wayfair and AliExpress contacting people who've bought them to tell them that they must update the firmware? Well, if this was a single machine sold by a well-known brand, I'm sure they would. But with all these different random companies, it's doubtful. I just really...
Well, what happens is they have a factory that pumps these out, and then a bunch of sellers are grabbing them and trying to sell them on TikTok and shit. I've seen it happen. Where they buy a bunch of these, and then they rebrand them, and usually they're just the same crap, right? It's just so bad, man. Yeah, they get dropshipped. That's a good word for a dropship.
Hope that they are. Then there's just how good are the sensors? How reliable are they? Sensors fail, especially cheap sensors. And looking at the build quality of this, I highly doubt the sensors are high quality. So if the sensors...
Well, yeah, it costs $200. I mean, no offense, you get what you pay for. Sensors are expensive.
Stop working, then you still have this incredibly dangerous design of the opening closing off with no way to escape. Even if it didn't have these safety issues, it's a bad machine that's badly made. It doesn't have a litter mat inside it, just bare plastic. A rotating machine needs to have a non-stick litter mat liner so that when it cycles, it drops in the middle to dislodge clumps without one
That's pretty cool.
Clumps will just stick to the plastic. It won't be pleasant.
And also the plastic, like, it also seeps in the urine. It makes it smell bad as well.
A week ago, Carly J messaged me in the TikTok app in reply to one of my comments on her videos. We had quite a few conversations, and she told me what happened, why she had removed the videos. And I told her that everything is off the record, it's just for my research. But she said she was happy for me to use anything, and she sent me photos, a video of
baby.
Her beloved Moshi. AmStoy had given her financial settlement to delete the videos and the Amazon review. As part of the settlement, AmStoy would remove the machine from sale.
Babies.
Her husband was unable to delete the Amazon review, so he changed it to a positive one. I'm absolutely not judging her for taking the settlement. I don't know how much she received. She did say that it wasn't much, but she did it under the assurance that AmStoy would remove their...
They took the settlement. I would have fucking torn people's faces off for them, man.
Product from Amazon. The thing is, you shouldn't realize that it's sold under so many different names and different variations of the same design. Removing the AmStoy version, that's going to make a very little difference. Carly also told me about a lady called Trish who messaged her to say that her cat had also been killed by the AmStoy machine, and she put me in touch with her. Trish's kitten Charlie was 3 months old and over the minimum weight that the manual states a cat should be before turning on autocycling. On the 19th of July, Trish got a video call from her 13-year-old daughter frantically telling her that Charlie's neck was caught in the closed opening. When her daughter...
Oh, and then it's a kid. It's another kid who saw this happen. That's like unironically traumatizing, bro.
Daughter showed her on the phone camera. She could see that it was already too late.
Oh.
Because she was far away at the time, Trish called the non-emergency police phone number, and an officer came round, had her daughter wait outside, and freed poor Charlie, placing his lifeless body on the bed. He was a rescue kitten and had been in his forever home for just 4 weeks before his life was horrifically cut short.
Poor man. Oh, poor baby.
Trish also shared with me a review on the now deleted AmStoy Amazon listing about a cat that had also gotten stuck in the opening, but the owner was able to rescue her in time. But it doesn't end there. There was another Facebook post in my Facebook group that shared this story about a 5-month-old kitten that was found suffocated in a waste drawer. I wasn't able to contact the person who posted this originally or the owner of the cat to confirm any of this. Then it's entirely plausible that a kitten could have ended up in the waste bin and suffocated. It's a horrible thought. I tried to contact AmStoy to get a statement, but their online presence is very minimal. And especially now that their Amazon listings are gone. I did find their YouTube channel, so I left a comment asking if they could get in touch with me. They didn't reply, or
Of course they
email me.
didn't.
Instead,
Why the fuck would they?
deleted my comment. Deleting seems to be their way of dealing with things. If you own an
Yep.
Amstoy or any other similar design machines, then please update the firmware. Then make sure you test it like I have in this video.
Don't update the firmware. Fucking throw that thing out, man. I would immediately throw it out.
But even if you can update the firmware, I just don't think you should use it anymore.
Just like they delete
I hope
cats.
this video can help get all of them removed from sale everywhere and get to the people who already have them to warn them. Amazon and Wayfair must act and act fast and remove all of them. The ones on eBay and AliExpress will be a lot harder to stop being sold, but I hope they are. I couldn't return the dangerous machine to AliExpress for a refund, despite the listing stating free returns. They insisted that I pay for the return shipping. I got some quotes to send it back to China, and because it's so big and so heavy, the very cheapest that I could find was £236.
What?
And my refund would be £240. So if I sent it back, I'd get £4 back. Great.
Bro.
So yeah, don't buy from AliExpress. Don't buy these generic machines. Don't buy these brands which have all these random names.
That's how they get you.
Buy
That's
from
right.
recognized brands, ideally with a history of making self-cleaning automatic litter boxes. And if they don't have a history, at least they have made other electronic cat products and not just some startup. And I would also be careful about anything on Indiegogo, because these are beta machines and you are going to be testing them. I'd always recommend waiting at least a year after the machine's been out to let it all settle in and be much better. Do your research, check out reviews. There's lots of them out there, but you can't trust a lot of them.
That was another one I wanted to look at, Leo's Loo.
Especially the Amazon ones.
Yeah.
A lot of them are fake. There's ones which are being paid for in exchange for the product. And obviously YouTube reviews, there's mine, and those are incredibly thorough,
his videos,
and I completely stand by them, so check those out. There are other videos on YouTube, some of them are very good, but some of them aren't, especially the ones which say they're reviews, but they've clearly been paid for by the company. If you've been paid to make a review, it's not a review, it's a commercial. I was really unhappy with the safety features of the Popa X5 in my review of it. Is it any better now? A little bit, as they've added some firmware which only extends the rake out fully if there's enough litter. But they're still insisting that it's safe for cats of any size, including kittens. And ferrets? That's absolute nonsense, as no machine should be used by cats under a certain weight with auto cleaning on. They do say in the FAQ on their website to put on the fence when using it with them. This isn't mentioned in the manual's basically non-existent safety instructions. Cats, and especially kittens, as you know, are notorious for getting themselves into all sorts of pickles, as shown in this TikTok video from March. If the bin lid closes on a kitten in the waste bin, there's no way they could get out without intervention from a human. Popa need to stop saying it's safe for kittens.
How is this safe? That could have been a kitten, a tiny kitten. They claim this is safe for kittens. You got thrown into the wastebasket, Dusky.
Yeah, good thing my cat's big.
And that could have closed on you, and you could have suffocated in there.
There are very few sensors in the X5. I was told the reason is by the CEO of Popa, the man who threatened to sue me, said he found machines that...
Dude, who knew that kitty litter robot drama could be this deep, man?
Kept stopping during a cleaning cycle. Annoying. He trusted in his machine's mechanics and a cat's sense of self-preservation. Right. Please don't let what happened to Charlie and Moshi put you off buying self-cleaning litter boxes. They are safe. Well, the vast majority of them are. Please still make sure you maintain them and keep them clean. As I've said many times on the channel, the Litter Robot 4s are easily my favourite self-cleaning litter boxes, and they are packed with safety features, entry sensors, weight detection, pinch detectors, and even sensors in the waste bin to detect movement.
And you can escape them, for the love of God!
And if the Litter Robot 4 detects any issues with any sensors, then it will tell you through the app and its light display on the front. And it won't auto-cycle until the issue is resolved. Many of the newer machines have the waste bin inside the cylinder, which means there's no openings, which makes them super safe. The downside is having the waste bin there, as you don't have any waste bin fall detectors, and the bins tend to be really quite small. My favourite budget machine is now the new Fairy Tale, which is made by UPTech, who also make my previous favourite, the Aerobo, otherwise known as
clean your litter box, chat.
C01. It's super safe, pretty nice size inside, and the waste compartment is a bit bigger than the others, although there's still
so much drama, chat.
Full sensor. I will be covering this in a review as soon as I can, along with my new Litter Robot 4 review, which will cover my 2.5 years of using them, as well as the surprisingly great new litter auto refilling litter hopper accessory.
Ooh.
If any of my videos have been helpful, please use the affiliate links
He has 7
description,
cats,
including one that will give you $50 off the Litter Robot 4. It helps me make videos like this and buy machines to test and review. And if they have really helped you, then please consider using the thanks button below the video. I really appreciate it. That's it from this sad but important
look at his
video. I hope to
kitties.
see
They're
you
so cute.
in a happier one soon.
They're so cute, man. Chat, tell your friends with cats. Don't buy cheap crap.
Yeah.
Poor little babies. So cute. Chat, check them out. 1 man, 5 cats. This is from 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah.